Welcome back for another deep dive into competitive benefits. Last time, we just scratched the surface, but today we're going deeper. Imagine a fleet management system, but it's totally flexible. Like, it bends to what your company needs. You don't have to wait on developers, it's just instant solutions.
That's a big promise.
It is, but that's what Dolphin Connect says they can
No,
do.
from what I've seen, they're actually pulling it off, which is interesting because usually fleet management systems, they're the opposite of flexible.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, you need a specific feature. Forget about it.
Exactly. Either it's impossible or it'll cost a fortune to get developers to even consider it.
Totally. And a lot of these systems are, like, ancient. So there's no chance of adding anything new.
It's true. Like trying to make a rotary phone into a smartphone. Dolphin Connect, though, they built this whole dynamic architecture. So users can basically create their own solutions right there, right when they need them.
Okay, but how does that even work? What's the secret?
Well, they got these three main concepts: metrics, statuses, and then states.
Okay, hold on. Metrics, statuses, and states. Break that down for me.
All right, let's start with metrics. Think of things you use all the time, like the steps you take, tracked on your fitness watch, or the battery life on your phone.
Right, got it.
Those are metrics. It's just, data that can be measured.
Okay, so if we're talking about vehicles, we'd be looking at stuff like speed or the battery voltage or maybe the engine temperature.
You got it. Dolphin Connect, they take these metrics from all kinds of places: GPS, sensors, whatever hardware is installed.
Makes sense.
But here's where it gets really cool. They let you build, get this, logical metrics.
Logical metrics. Sounds fancy.
It is, but it's still easy to use. Basically, you combine different metrics, right? Then you set conditions like filters.
Yeah.
And you don't even need to know how to code.
No coding, seriously. What would that even look like?
Okay, let's say you want to track all your trucks, but you only care about the total distance they travel in Chicago.
Okay, I'm following.
Or, how about this? You need to see how long a vehicle is idling in a specific spot. With the old systems, that would be a huge pain.
Yeah, you'd be buried in spreadsheets.
Exactly. But with Dolphin Connect, you just click a few things, set it up, and boom, you've got your answer, just like that.
Okay, I'm starting to see how powerful this could be. But what about those statuses and states? Where do they fit in?
I think about your phone battery again. It's got those different statuses like full, average, or low.
Yeah, I get it.
So in Dolphin Connect, each status has its own states. And the states, well, they depend on the metrics you're looking at. So like battery health could have a healthy state, but also an overvoltage or maybe an undervoltage state, depending on what the readings are.
Okay, I'm with you so far. But what makes it more than just, like, seeing what the status is? What can it actually do?
You're right. That's the really cool part. When a certain state is triggered, let's say that battery hits undervoltage, the system jumps into action on its own.
So it's not just keeping an eye on things. It actually takes steps to fix them.
Exactly. Like it can send an alert or even give you a call. Or if it's a safety thing, it could shut down the vehicle remotely.
Whoa, it's like a digital guardian angel for your whole fleet. You'd spot little problems before they become huge disasters.
Exactly. It's all about staying in control, being proactive, using data to make smart decisions that can really impact your, bottom line.
This is impressive. But with all this data coming in, how do you make sense of it all? There's got to be an easy way to see it right.
You're absolutely right. And that's where the real-time dashboards come in. Yeah, these dashboards, they really make the data, well, they make it useful,
Right. What's the point of all that info if you can't understand it? It's got to be easy to see and use.
Exactly. And that's what's so cool about these dashboards is like, imagine this customized view of your whole fleet with all the important stuff right there.
So it's not like those basic reports.
Right.
The ones you get stuck with, where they decide what data you see.
No way. These dashboards, you can completely personalize them. It's all drag and drop, like building with digital Legos, I guess you could say. You pick exactly what you need. Charts, tables, whatever, even maps that show you your vehicles moving around live.
That's amazing. So I could make one that shows, like, all the vehicles that are speeding.
Totally. Let's say you've got, 100 delivery vans. You could build a dashboard to see which ones are on time, which are late, even which drivers are saving the most gas.
No kidding. So how long would it take to set something like that up?
Minutes. Seriously, just a few minutes. Think about the old systems, right? You'd have to call them up, explain what you need, then wait, like weeks, maybe even months, and pay a ton of money for it.
Oof. Yeah, that's not efficient. So Dolphin Connect, it just cuts all that out.
Yep. It's like you're in control. You can make whatever dashboards you want whenever you need them.
All right, so we've seen how it makes data flexible and easy to use. But what about the hardware side? I bet they've got some cool stuff there too.
You bet they do. They use these things called jumpers. Basically, little pieces of hardware that can activate different inputs instantly.
Jumpers. That's great. So, like, let's say you're a logistics company and suddenly you need to transport temperature-sensitive goods.
Right.
In the past, you'd have to buy whole new devices with temperature sensors.
Exactly. Huge expense.
Yeah, but with these jumpers, you just plug it in, connect the sensor, and you're good to go. So no need to replace anything. No waiting for a technician.
Nope. It's just plug and play. Super easy. Or say you want to add weight sensors to your trucks, to make sure you're not overloading them for safety. Same deal. You set up the jumper, connect the sensor, and that's it.
Wow. It's like they thought of everything and made it super simple.
Right. That's the genius of it. All these features, like the logical metrics, the dashboards, even these jumpers. It's all designed to save you time, save you money. And you get full control of your fleet, but without needing a whole team of tech people.
It's all about taking control, being proactive, and making data-driven decisions that can really impact your, bottom line.
Yeah.
And you don't need a degree in computer science to do it.
You got it. It's like they took all the complicated stuff about fleet management and just made it simple so anyone can use it.
So we've covered a lot of ground today, from those logical metrics to those real-time dashboards and even these cool jumpers. Dolphin Connect is definitely pushing the limits of what's possible with fleet management.
For sure. They're way ahead of the curve when it comes to making things innovative, A&D, easy to use.
But before we finish up, I want to leave our listeners with something to think about. So think about this. If you had this kind of power over your fleet, what would you change first? Like, what problem would you solve? Or, what could you make more efficient? It's kind of crazy to think about, right?
Right. It is. We've been talking about how Dolphin Connect works, but the real exciting part is what people can do with it. It's like they're breaking free from all the old limitations, coming up with stuff that was just impossible before.
It's like someone handed you this amazing toolbox and said, go wild.
Yeah.
Build something awesome.
Exactly. The possibilities are, well, they're endless. And it doesn't matter if you've got just a few vans or a fleet of thousands. Dolphin Connect gives you the tools to make it work exactly the way you need it to.
No more, like, one-size-fits-all solutions, right? No more waiting around for developers to catch up. You're the one in control.
And that's powerful.
It is. So everyone listening, I really encourage you, go check out Dolphin Connect, see what you can create. Maybe you'll find the solution you've been waiting for, the one that takes your fleet management to a whole new level.
Definitely worth a look.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into, well, dynamic fleet management. Until next time, keep learning, keep innovating, and, keep pushing those boundaries.